What if it isn't the consequences of my actions coming back to haunt me? Nobody's watching you, so it's safe to be yourself. Here, let me give you 3 points, okay? Your perception is often self-focused. That's the first point. 2, judgments are temporary. 3, authenticity attracts genuine connection. And those are going to be 3 points for the whole entire video. Just wanted to give you a little quick summation of what we're going to be talking about. Didn't want to waste your time, okay? If you can take those 3 points, you're good to go, okay? All right, look that up for yourself. But you want to stick around and enjoy the video? Here we go. So when your perception is often self-focused, people naturally have, like, I want to say first person syndrome, main character syndrome, but your perception of yourself is mostly internalized, as well as your insecurities. And people often think about what others think of them. Now, you may be the kind of person that's like, no, I'm fully secure in who I am, yada, yada, yada. I didn't have to go through any of the other stuff in order for me to become the person that I am. And that's good for you. I'm glad you're one of the 1% people, the 10% of people, maybe it's the top 5% of people who didn't need to go through anything in order for you to achieve the self-satisfaction and the not caring about what everyone else says about you. But like the rest of the 90% of us that have to realize that everyone isn't watching us, no one's watching you. We're kind of embroiled in our own internal dialogue, and that leads to us just thinking that everyone has their eyes on us. Now, do you wonder how you're being perceived? Yes. Should it matter? No, it really shouldn't. And with that being said, it leads to very little mental focus that you can actually leave to yourself when you're basically internalizing everyone else's perception of you, and you're also internalizing your own perception of yourself. Thinking that everyone's watching you. It leads you to feel you feel more nervous, anxious, anxiety comes through, you may get a lump in your throat. And it causes you that kind of funny in a lot of social situations. It's never good. But if you think about it, wouldn't it be better to not scrutinize yourself and thinking that everyone's eyes are on you? Personally, I felt as though, now it took me a little while for me to be able to attain the level of, I want to say it's complete and total security and self-assurance that I have right now, but it took 30 years. It took 10 years. It took 10 years at most, because there was a lot of things that I had to go through in order for me to be able to achieve this level right here. For instance, let's go back to high school, right? I come from a family that definitely promotes academic excellence. I'm pretty sure yours probably did do one of the two. And it causes you to be more hyper aware of yourself, not only academically, but physically. Because like when you leave out the house, you represent not only yourself, but you represent your whole entire family. Okay, that can be a lot of weight. And if you're not representing your whole entire family, you probably represent your whole entire peoples. Okay, and that can definitely make you feel some type of way and make you feel as though everyone is really watching you. Okay. And that's definitely what I did in high school. It was a tumultuous time for myself. It took a lot of growing. It took a lot of understanding that there was no one really looking at me at all. Like, sure, people had their opinions, but it really didn't matter. It mattered very little in the long scheme of things. And for you, no one's really noticing you at all. Not because you don't look good. Okay, you look great. You look good. Brush your teeth, hair, everything. It looks really, really good. I'm glad for you. You look great. You look great. But no one's really watching you in that type of way, because everyone's already preoccupied with themselves. Everyone's concentrating on themselves to the point where you, as the wonderful individual that you are, don't matter to them, because they literally are too preoccupied with the whole entire lives. Unless they're literally in your business, unless you're Beyonce, then everyone's technically in your business. Or if you're running for office. No, wait, hold up, scratch that. We need to look for people who are in office and be all in their business, because they literally are public figures or whatever. They're politicians. But your perception is self-focused, which means it's only important to you, okay? And there's nothing wrong with understanding that, even though you are the person that you are. And yes, you have some things that are going on right now, both mentally, physically, and spiritually. Of course, you know, these things happen, but they shouldn't cause you to internalize them and just to make yourself just be torn up to shreds about how everybody else thinking about you. You ain't gotta worry about that at all. So just let go of that fear and allow yourself to be yourself completely, because again, no one's watching you unless you're on the dance floor or you're at America's Next Top Model, Idol, whatever type of show it is right there. No one's worried. No one's focused. Chill and relax. It's all good. It's all good. Now on to my second point. Judgments are temporary. What do I mean by that? Basically, when someone like, if I looked at you, right, I saw that your hair was unkempt, you have buttery teeth, a flat booty, a wide back, I'd be like, wow, this person is really failing at life. Not you, of course. You're not failing at life. If any of these things apply, please let it fly. But if I were to make a judgment like that, it would just be off the cuff. It wouldn't be steeped in any type of logical reasoning whatsoever. Because I really wouldn't know who you are. And again, that judgment would just be so temporary because it's only skin deep. My thoughts and opinions of you don't even matter. I mean, unless I was hiring you for a job, but it doesn't really even matter. And it'll be quickly forgotten because most people have very short attention spans. I'm going to blame it on short form content because if you're watching this now, thank goodness, hey, you got a good attention span. Let's keep it going. But not a lot of people have a real long attention span for them to even hold a thought, let alone a judgment of you so quickly. It'll be gone like that. So you won't have to worry about that at all. Judgments are temporary. Moreover, the first impressions aren't really even all that impactful. So you really don't have anything to really worry about. And opinions are fluid and they change over time, as you should be fluid, because if you're stagnant and I guess you're a rock, then good for you, but it does help for you to be fluid, especially with your thinking. And your opinions, again, are very fluid, so you won't have to worry about anyone's quick, skin deep assessment of you whatsoever. Again, the first impressions, it's whatever, we're all growing, we're all living out here, we're all living our lives. I mean, who's going to be holding on to that opinion about you for a long time? I mean, I definitely don't remember first impressions. Do you remember the first impressions of your 5th grade teacher? Do you? I mean, besides, for mine, Miss Munger was, really big, and she was, also racist, and I didn't like her. But, she was somebody's grandma. That was somebody's daughter as well. So, I mean, the opinion still stands. But anyway. But in that case right there, she kind of, I didn't like her, so I held on to the memory. But anyway, first impressions, okay? You don't remember. You remember who they are once you get to know that kind of person right there. So your judgments, again, are just quick. They're fleeting. And your mind is fluid. Let it go. Let it flow. And allow for yourself to just, to be free in the fact that that people's opinions of you truly don't matter. Especially their quick judgments, which aren't really rooted in anything at all. And to my third and last and final point, authenticity attracts genuine connections, okay? Okay, you have a best friend, right? We're going to see you have a best friend. You get to know them, you get to embrace them for who they are, their quirks, their moles on their face, and their liver spots. You embrace that person completely and wholeheartedly, as you should. They're your best friend. However, back to the point of you, because we're not here for your friend, we're here for you. Technically me, but you. Once you embrace yourself completely, all your flaws, you'll be far more better. And you stop worrying about how others perceive you. I mean, if you are living rent-free in someone else's head, that's them. They ain't got a damn thing to do with you. Plus, you having the authenticity allows for you to have such confidence. And that right there is just so organic and it's so attractive. It's magnetic. Genuine connection is just wonderful. And especially when that person is authentic, because you're getting genuine connection. It's more magnetic. It's far more attractive when someone is just more genuinely themselves, because they have nothing to hide. You see them for who they are. They're raw bare bones. They just allow for themselves to exist, to be. And that's how you should allow yourself to be. And trying to mold yourself to someone else's expectations is completely idiotic. It is. But I know we live in our own little worlds. We live in systems set up by other people, and it dictates how we live. True. Sad. But if you don't live your life for yourself, then you never were truly alive. And what was the point of existing? What was the point? Are you going through all this stuff right there for you suffering in silence, and you just suffering entirely because of what? Why? You didn't even live for yourself. And the world that you already live in wants you to conform and be in a box, but you also not only fit into that box, you accepted the suffering, And I really do think that the time you spend on this earth could be spent wonderfully if you live it genuinely unauthentic. I really do. And that takes guts. It takes guts to be yourself. It takes guts to be able to truly exist and to be. Non-huge levels of narcissism, mind you, but it takes effort. It takes momentum, okay? And it takes far more that is required in order for you to be able to embrace this right here, and for you to be able to be comfortably and not have everyone's opinions just weigh you down. And in the long run, if you are authentic, you'll find other authentic people out there, and you'll all be able to grow because you're all like-minded and you all have momentum, and you're just all literally just living in your own energy. You living in their genuine energy. It's attractive, it's magnetic, and you both grow, or all of you grow. It could be 70 of you in a room and you're all just genuinely yourselves. And that's just so freaking beautiful. Plus, you'll also feel so much more fulfilled, and you won't have resentment. You won't be resentful. You won't feel bitter. You'll just be more wholesome. You'll be more warmer. All the good things. It's so great. It's so great over here. Please please come join. And if you're if you're watching this and you're probably in your teens, please take that advice. Be authentically yourself. Don't be a butthole, of course. But enjoy yourself. Enjoy who you are becoming and enjoy the process. And no one's watching you at all. No one's watching you unless you literally put yourself online. And even then again, no one cares. No one cares. No one cares. But anyway, those are my 3 points. Perception is often self-focused. Judgments are temporary. Authenticity attracts genuine connection. Boom. There you go. I've just given you all the 3 points. I've given you the keys to the kingdom. I've given you all that I can, all that you may need in order for you to be a wonderful person, to prosper and to conquer all that is before you, physically, spiritually, and mentally. Yes, you have all the keys. You have everything you need. And with that being said, I leave you with this right here. All caps, no parentheses. Continue to grow. Know that no one's watching you, and just relax. Don't live your life for anyone else. Okay. All right. I'm glad we had this talk. It was really good we had this talk. I'm just now getting back into the swing of making videos because I've been on a bit of a stint for like a whole entire week. So, but we back in effect. We back like we got your back like chiropractic. Okay. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. I hope you had a wonderful time. Hopefully you had some water, some chips, cookies, whatever. We'll reconvene at another day. Yeah, I'll see you later. Okay. All right. Later.